If I was to pack up my bags and move to a different city in a different country, it would be Amsterdam. Plenty of things to do in Amsterdam. Doesn't matter if you're a solo traveler, with your family, or you're on your honeymoon. So today I'm going to provide you with a very quick snapshot of Amsterdam, like what to do, where to stay, and also what to eat. The very first thing you should do when you get to Amsterdam is just to walk. It's free, it's beautiful, and there are so many shops to explore. Try following a canal and see where it takes you. Quick safety tip: when you are walking around Amsterdam, please be aware of your surroundings. Amsterdam has a lot of bikers, plus cars and the tram. The first time I went to Amsterdam, I almost hit a few bikers and stepped in front of a tram. So don't be like me. Be safe, look around you, and enjoy! The second big attraction is the red light district. Now, before I went to Amsterdam, I had no idea what this was. I thought it was some seedy, dangerous neighborhood. I had no clue it was a huge tourist attraction. Once I got there, I was stunned by the number of upscale restaurants, cafes. There's even walking tours at night and families with kids walking around.
They got here, but it's just there. It's a little different.
Example.
All right, well, you can walk into a movie theater in Amsterdam and buy a beer.
One note, prostitution is legal in Amsterdam. You can Google it to read all about the history. It is heavily regulated, which is probably why this neighborhood is safe to walk around even by yourself. There are plenty of museums in Amsterdam, and you should try to visit at least one. I went to the Rijksmuseum, which I think is the biggest one. It took me an entire day to get through the exhibits, and even then I felt a little rushed. The other popular museums are the Van Gogh Museum and the Anne Frank House. If you are planning to visit the Anne Frank House, make sure to book your tickets 1 to 2 months ahead of time. Try to save one day to take a day trip out of Amsterdam. I booked a tour on Expedia called The Charm of Holland. It's operated by Limburg. If you're staying near the center of Amsterdam, it'll be a quick walk from your hotel to the departure point. The tour was one of the best that I've ever been on. Yes, it is a big group tour, but you are not obligated to stick with the group at all times. The first destination is the beautiful windmills, and then they take you to a fishing village called Volendam, where you get a tour of a cheese factory. After a short lake cruise, you arrive at the city, or more like a village, the village of Edam. There's a funny story about the town. Because it is located on an island, it was isolated for a long part of history until the government decided to build a bridge connecting the town with the rest of the country. After the bridge was completed, there's a story about how a local woman, she walked into her house and discovered a stranger using her bathroom. She asked, "What are you doing in my house?" And the stranger responds, "Oh, well, the door was unlocked. Isn't this some sort of theme park?"
What an idiot.
So yeah, that is my final activity that I want to share with you. And on to where to stay in Amsterdam. There are 3 hotels that I stayed in Central Amsterdam. The first one that I can recommend is the NH Barbizon Palace. It is part of the NH collection. It's located about 5 minutes from the Bakkerswinkel Palace. It is a very modern hotel. The rooms are sleek, the beds are comfortable, and they come with Nespresso machines. If you do book the NH Barbizon Hotel, try to get it with the breakfast buffet included. They have a really wonderful breakfast buffet with cold cuts, a lot of pastries, espresso, both hot and cold foods. They also have an on-site Michelin-starred restaurant. Room tip: if you are a light sleeper, ask for a room on the 5th floor facing the inner courtyard. The second hotel is the Grand Hotel Amrath, located just around the corner from the first hotel. Now, unlike the modern and very sleek NH Hotel, the Grand Hotel Amrath is in a historic building. The rooms are a little dark because of the wallpaper and the red curtains, but you can control the curtains with a remote, and also there is a mini bar that is completely free. So the main reason why I stayed at this hotel is because after my event ended, I need a little bit of me time and some pampering, and this hotel offers something that's very rare in Europe, and that is a bathtub. My room came with a huge bathtub. Also, they have a wellness center with a pool, hot tub, steam room, sauna, and also on-site massages, which I was happy to take advantage of.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
The third and final hotel I'm going to recommend is the Doubletree next to Central Station. Now, if you do decide to stay here, it's a little out of the way compared to the other two, but the dining is fantastic. Like, if you stay here, do it for the breakfast buffet. I have never seen anything like this. There's even dim sum and fresh honey. Like, who does that? There's also the Sky Lounge on the 11th floor where you can get some appetizers, cocktails. Everything's a little overpriced, but hey, you're doing it for the view. Last but not least, it's time to talk about food. Now, usually food is the first thing and the only thing that I talk about when I travel to a different country. But to be honest, the Dutch are not known for their cuisine. So this is less about Dutch food and more about a couple restaurants that I visit every time I'm in Amsterdam.
What is it that you really like to do?
Eat.
The first restaurant I recommend is the Bakkerswinkel. They serve brunch, lunch, and of course afternoon tea. They have a couple high tea options. The one I went with is the Old Bakery High Tea. It comes with a shake, tea of my choice, finger sandwiches, the best quiches ever, and of course scones and cakes. I know this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to get through the other three restaurants quickly. The second restaurant is called Dabka. It is a Lebanese restaurant located along the canals near the NH Barbizon Hotel. I've been here by myself with a friend, and then the third time I took my entire team here. You do not need reservations unless you have a big group. The third restaurant is Ramen-ya. Just like the name indicates, it is a ramen place. You do definitely need reservations. They get quite crowded, especially in the evening. The final restaurant is Geisha. It is a high-end Asian fusion restaurant that serves sushi and dim sum. They do require reservations. I think you might be able to make those online, but double check their website. It's an intimate restaurant, so it's great for dates, for a romantic night out with your spouse, girlfriend, or boyfriend. And there it is, my snapshot of Amsterdam. Where to stay, what to do, and what to eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button below to follow my channel Cozy Cannoli, and I'll see you next time.